Hi, I'm here with Jason Resendez, class of 2024. How's it going, Jason?
It's going really good. Thank you for asking. How about you, Miss Lachika?
I'm good. So what are you studying?
I am currently studying political science.
What do you think of those classes? Or I'm assuming you're not taking too many political science classes right now. Are you still taking your gen eds?
So I was actually able to skip a few classes. I left high school with 10 college credits, one from AP, one from CSN, and one dual enrollment from UNLV, one of them being a political science class. So I was able to jump right into taking more advanced classes. There are some levels of political science that are higher that I was available to take, but I chose to take the more basic starting entry classes. So those are pretty fun right now. They're pretty easy. And they basically just touch on like the basics of everything.
So what is your goal with doing political science? What do you see long term? Why do you want to do this?
I'm currently on a pre-law path to become an attorney and hopefully go into immigration.
Do you have any do you get to see any of your old classmates in any of your classes?
In any of my classes, no, but I do see them around campus, usually at the student union or like when we go to the commons or just walking around in general. I do see a bunch, some from my graduating class and some from older generations.
So thinking back on Equipo and your years there, how do you feel like those classes prepared you for what you're doing now and what you already can tell that you're going to be doing in the future?
So all the classes during the Kipo were incredibly different from the class I'm taking right now. But in general, I believe it was the like work ethic and like the homework behind it, being able to manage your work, stay on top of your work, and then managing your time in general. Like you have to have a social life, you have to have friends, you have to have like a girlfriend, or you have to have like family time. But as long as you separate all that and structure yourself to be on top of all your work, you'll be good.
So you do live at home right now. How has that been with your family? Like balancing like, "Hey, I'm here. I need to do my schoolwork." Just kind of like, I know at home, but I need to stay busy and do my stuff. Have they been receptive to, your transition and all that understanding of it? How's that been?
So it's been decent, I could say. When I was at Akipo, the rigorous hours were a little like different for them to get used to. But since I've been there since sixth grade, it was like very easy for them to stay on top of it and like understand that I'm at school and like when I'm at home, I'm usually finishing homework before I have to do anything like chores or like help around the house. But as of right now, it's just been like more of me checking in, like making sure they know where I'm at, what I'm doing, that I'm on top of my work, that now I'm paying bills so they know that like I'm giving them the money to stay on top of all of my utilities and they are really understanding. It's just when it comes to like maximizing the time I have with them, they get a little like iffy around that part because they want to be sure that I actually am using my time correctly and not just like like wasting all of it.
Wait, how are you paying for school? Was it mostly covered by financial aid and stuff?
Yeah, so I actually got to go to school for free. Thank God. I'm actually getting paid to go here, so it's been pretty light. So
That's good. That's good. I want to know more about your passions in high school and how has that kind of influenced the kind of careers, the majors that you were looking at and considering, and how that's going to relate to where you want to go. I know you are doing political science. Is there anything else that like other clubs that you were in or any other influences that came from? Like I want to know how you got to okay, like your goals and your plans. Could you tell me a little bit more about that?
yeah, I got you. So from the beginning, I always knew like I wanted to help people. I always wanted to be an assistance to everyone around me and just be like a joy when I go into a room. And I feel like anybody who met me during high school knew that I was very like social butterfly. I always wanted to help out or just be like there present within the classroom or just in the school in general. And that really was like that sense of family and teamwork was the basis of me learning about all these different opportunities through majors. Through through these majors of career paths, I would be able to help other people. So like originally I was a psychology major, but I quickly changed into political science because at first I wanted to be a therapist, and I was like, wait, never mind. They don't make a lot of money. I want to be a lawyer. I want to be an attorney. So I was like, that would be a great way to help people. And um, at school, just the people who just would tell me like, you have this energy, you have like this vibe, you have like this charisma within you that like you could see I have potential, and I was like, I want to build off that. I don't want to just be like, oh, like everybody thought I was something and I just didn't do anything. So also with my nonprofit organization, NHI was very helpful in me discovering like opportunities within political science because I have a lot of members there, past members who are now like I can't remember her name, but she was from El Paso and she's currently one of our judges in Nevada, and she was part of my program. I don't know if you guys know who AOC is, but she was also in my program, and like all these political figures are involved within this nonprofit, and I was like, maybe I should just do that too.
Nice. Do you think it will do you think you'll end up switching majors at some point, or are you like almost 100% sure that this is where it's gonna stay at? How do you feel about? Because I'm interested to see if in a year, because I know you're just starting, and there is a potential that it changes.
Yeah.
But I'm interested in knowing like what other stuff are you considering, or this is like you're set on this.
So I feel like there is a possibility I can change, but it's not very likely because a lot of people do change. It's like statistically proven that most people do change by like their sophomore or junior year. But I think I'm pretty set on political science.
Have any of your routines changed since? Like, have you already noticed that you're doing things differently? Like, you wanna set yourself up for something for a better, like, your routines, your habits, do you already feel like you're doing that, or do you think, like, it's gonna take a little bit more to get to that point?
Yeah, so I have definitely had to have major improvements to my habits because when I was in high school, I can ask any of my teachers, they can attest to this. I was a drastic procrastinator. I would always leave things to the last minute or like barely scave off getting a B or getting a A for any assignment that I had. And I told myself, I was like, once I start college, I have to have these habits set in place already. So like towards the end of senior year, I started to wake up a little early, start prepping things beforehand. Like I would prep lunch or like I would know what I'm gonna wear the day before, or even like I was like gonna set up my schedule. I was like, okay, I'm gonna do homework at this time, then I'm gonna go home and then I'll have time for myself or whatever I would have to do throughout the day. And throughout summer, I had a job, so I was very on top of like being on time, making sure I'm early, showing that I'm taking initiative within my workspace, and like also showing other people around in my family, like, oh, I could do this while having a job, I could do that while being here at home, like I could help the kids or babysit them or whatever it was. I was just making sure I was trying to take initiative and have more healthier habits throughout